So the structure of Toastmasters leadership, as I said, is vast indeed. It does not restrict you to the club level. It offers that comprehensive leadership designed to nurture your skills from the club level all the way to a global impact if you decide to move forward towards that. Structured environment where we always say you can practice without having a fear of failure. And if you do fail, you're not going to stay at the level of failure. Club level leadership. So you got your membership pin, but now what's next? We have here 7 opportunities to serve in the club level. We have the Sergeant at Arms, who some might say Mandela should repeat 3 times. He 5? Oh man, that's a whole government term, man. Sergeant at Arms, you are essentially the host of the club meeting. Without you, the room is not set up, guests are not greeted, libations are not served, but overall, you are the individual who maintains order in the room. They move on to treasurer. You're the money man. You're the individual responsible for collecting all of our dues, paying all of our bills to make sure that Club 1600 stays around for the next foreseeable year. VP of Public Relations, your goal is to ensure that Club 1600 is promoted properly, promoted to extent where other guests who, just like you, wants to join the club, they know the club is still happening, they know the club meeting time, location, etc. Secretary, you are the official scribe of the club. You, you record minutes. You ensure that all of our documents are taken care of. For example, John Fowler, he was adamant in ensuring that we get our nonprofit certificate to ensure that we have our bank account still functioning. Move on to VP membership. You're the person who, how they say back in the day, is the keeper of the gate. It is your opportunity to not only focus on gathering new members, but also focus on keeping in check with the current, and who knows, bring back some Ghostmasters into the stable of membership. Vice President Education, you're number 2. With no VP of Education, there's no education. No education, no meeting. No meeting, no accolades for 1600. No accolades for the member to level up in pathways. And, and president, hey, you're the boss. You set the tone, as our president said. You are the example, you are the face of a Toastmasters club. Each of these roles teach you the fundamentals of inspiring and organizing a group. Now, typically, the next step after president is area director. Some presidents, myself included, I'm going to be a disclaimer here. I was ready to say, you know what, president's done. I'm done. I'm going to take a rest. I'm going to go off in the sunset. But area director was, I would say, voluntold upon me. But that's the next role that's your first official role in a district, which we'll go on to as we progress. You become that important connection supporting 4 to 6 Toastmasters clubs. So as president, you only have to worry about 1 club. But when you go up, as you will see, the load, I would say, gets heavier and heavier. Area director of 4 to 6 clubs, this will help you sharpen your coaching and problem-solving skills. Because as much as I would like to say or have, not every club in the district is a 1600 caliber. You have some clubs who are struggling to fill the role. You have some clubs who struggle to fill executive roles. Two speakers a night, 1 speaker a night. When I took on this role as area director, I had 5 clubs under my watch. Thankfully, 1600 was 1, so technically it's only 4 I had to really worry about. But my connection in 1600 helped me strengthen those clubs. So as you progress in your executive role, do not just take that as I'm just checking off the box. Build those connections as much as possible. As area director, you will be responsible for helping those clubs achieve their goals, organize the speech contests, conduct those club visits, and like I said, it's your first step into a broader leadership scope. Division director, again, the load gets heavier. So president, just one club. Area director, 4 to 6 clubs. But division director, you're looking at a minimum of 15 clubs. That is under your watch, that is under your purview. The beauty of division director is that it teaches you how to empower individuals to help your load get easier, your area directors. A division director could have up to 4 or 5 area directors under his or her team to make those connections to those clubs that he or she has to oversee. So this will significantly expand your strategic thinking because you have to set a plan for that division. You have to set the vision for that division, the goals, etc. And it's going to be a tricky situation with 15, 16, somewhere upwards to 31 clubs. But ultimately, how you build a connection with your area directors, who in turn will build a connection with their club leaders, will make your job just a bit much easier. Trio. So the district is led by the trio: the club growth director, the program quality director, and the district director. This team is responsible for the overall success of the district. You look at the club growth director. Think of the club growth director as the VPM of the district. The club growth director has to find new clubs, and the club director has to find ways to keep the clubs that we have already. District 47 has 148 clubs, and our goal is to add a minimum of 12 by next year. The same with membership. The club growth director has to find ways, has to set the blueprint, the plan to keep, I would say, all of our members renewed and all of our clubs in good standing. But ultimately, this is your first step, if I recall, a sort of like a C-level suite experience, because a district is basically an entire, you could think of it as an entire business because of so much key objectives and how much individuals are attached to it. But a club growth director, you find a way, you set the plan to create new clubs and maintain the strength in our existing ones. Program quality director, set the plan to ensure we have those high quality educational experiences. You also have responsibility of planning our TLIs, our Toastmasters Leadership Institute, where the club officers attend to get their training, to get their credit. You also have responsibility to plan any additional education programs for the district. And most importantly, and the most exciting one, is the District 47 Conference, which I see a number of us have attended last year. All that falls under the purview of the program quality director. District director, you're the person who holds it all together. You lead the entire district team, you set the vision, and ensuring your objectives align with Toastmasters International. So I'm not sure if you see this good, but like I said, all of this is connected to a vast network, not just locally, not just in the region of the Caribbean and North America, but around the world. So you start here as a member. You start here as a member, and then you move on to the club executive committee, where we discuss president, VPE, membership, PR, secretary, treasurer, sergeant arms, and then the forgotten immediate past president. Then you move on to the area level, whereas area director, and that area director also has the gratitude of having these individuals to assist him or her. An assistant in program quality, an assistant in club growth, etc. Move on to division, and then after the division is connected to a district. The district is connected to what is called a region. A region is a number of districts under the leadership of a region advisor. And then from the region, you have a chance to move on to the board of directors, which consists of the international president of Toastmasters around the world. We're talking about over 150 districts. International president-elect, first vice president, second vice, and the immediate past international president, along with the international directors. Locally, in District 47, which we are a part of, a total of 7 Bahamians held the title of district director. From 1600, we have Sammy Bant, we have Godfrey Springer, we have Anthony Longley, and we have myself as number 4, along with 3 other Bahamians, Pamela Longley, Antoinette Fox, and Leonardo Burrows. Sorry, Pamela D. Roll. Pamela D. Roll. Oh, man. Antoinette Fox and Leonardo Burrows. and on that international director level, on that international director level, we have our very own DTM Anthony Longley, who held the role of international director in 2018, 2020. He is the first and only Bahamian so far to hold an international board position in Toastmasters. Now, why does all this district leadership matter? Why? Club and member support. District leaders, your area directors, your division directors, the trio, the entire district leadership is dedicated to nurturing the club health and member success. We provide you clubs the resources, we provide the training opportunities, we offer direct guidance to help the clubs overcome challenges, and we strongly believe in recognition. No district leadership, no contest. No district leadership, no contest. As you will see, I guess in November or October when the VPE makes the announcement, we have 3 speech contests every Toastmasters year. International speech, evaluation, and table topics. It begins at the club level. If you win at the club level, you move on to the area level, where you will compete against other members in your respective area. If you successful in area level, you move on to division, same concept, you're competing with division members. If you succeed in division, you will get to come up to one of the top 7 to compete for the title of either the best table topic speaker in the district or the best evaluation speaker in the district or international speech. Now with the international speech, if you manage to overcome all those hurdles, club, area, division, district, you have an opportunity to compete on the world stage. By the world stage, I mean in the World Championship of Public Speaking. It takes place once every year at our international convention. And as a district winner, you have a chance to compete in the quarterfinals, where your speech from the district conference is judged by a panel of international judges. If you're successful there, you move on to the semis. You move on from the semis, you take place in the top 8 to determine who will be the World Championship of Public Speaking. Bahamas, we have not had any Toastmaster laid claim to that yet, but we had a few close calls, most recently Anastasia Palacios. We have Carrie Poitier, who is the past president of 1600, Chloe Lockhart, and a few others who were just as close, making it to the grand stage for top 8 to become World Championship of Public Speaking. District leadership supports club growth and health. We believe in fostering club growth by chartering new clubs and ensuring our existing ones maintain a robust membership. What I mean by robust membership, our target for every club is 20 members. That is what we call a club that has good quality. To go back to what I said earlier, some clubs don't have that leisure. Some clubs don't have a leisure of 70 members in 1600, or even 30 or 40. Some clubs have 10. So can you imagine a club of 10 members, if they meet weekly or bi-weekly, they're struggling to fill roles. If they struggle to fill roles, what happened? No education. So you imagine a club with 10 members struggling to fill roles and a guest who's coming in and seeing what? Poor quality. Would you join the club, sir? Okay, we have one no, we have one yes. The yes means that he is willing to step in and improve. This young man right here just say, I only going for the big boys. I going for the big bosses them. But that's the reality of clubs. And as DTM Winder alluded to in this presentation, 1600 was so big that it had to split to join 6796. That is nothing unique. I've seen it happen before with many clubs where they split because they're just so large to form a new club. Every action taken by district leaders aligns with Toastmasters International overachieving mission to empower individuals to become more effective communicators and leaders. This is why we agreed to take on these roles. This is why we agreed to support Toastmasters International. It's just to represent the needs and successes of our district to the wider Toastmasters International community. Now, my personal leadership journey. I will always say that every step I took in Toastmasters leadership wasn't just about a title. It's about discovering new strengths and overcoming the unexpected challenges. This here is my little collection of pins from every role that I served in, convention, and then you look at the bottom here, some awards that I got. This is my personal leadership journey in Toastmasters. But my journey in Toastmasters began, the introduction was brought to me in 2007 by Patrick Bow, who I was employed with at the time, and then he invited me to 1600. I said, you know what, this ain't my kind of thing. Bunch of fellas wearing suit and making noise. No, no, no. So I turned it down. And then lo and behold, 5 years later, got the invite from Devon Taylor, same club. I said, you know what, this is something, this is something not usual. Same invite, same club.
So what you're saying is it depends on who invites you.
No. The thing is with opportunity, if you miss it once, that's once. But if it offers to you twice, you answer it. So got the second offer, still ain't sure about 1600, but thankfully went to YouTube, saw some videos of speeches, and a few of them caught my eye and said, you know what, yeah, this is who I need to be. So I joined in 2012, got my first official officer role as Sergeant Ancin in 2014, and the rest is history. Every opportunity of club leadership I took, I learned from it. As Sergeant Arms, you become well skilled in being an event planner. Treasurer, you can learn how to put together a budget, your personal budget or whatever organization you're a part of. Secretary, you're a good listener. You're a good listener. PR, you can learn social media skills. Membership, you can learn how to pitch that cold sale or how to recruit or marketing as well. VPE, you definitely learn how to become a strategic thinker. And for all those officer roles, you will learn the power of consistent effort and team collaboration. It's always a joy when every Thursday you see the results of your work in the weeks coming or the weeks leading up to an event. If you look at the load of it, some might say, oh, I don't have time to spend Mondays at exec, Tuesdays at lab, Thursdays at meeting, and then Saturdays, whatever event the club has. But all of that builds a consistent effort and team collaboration for the betterment of the club. And of course, you also will build some lifelong bonds with your fellow executives at those Monday meetings, at those Mondays at Twisted Lime, where else right on? Twisted Limes, Bahama Grill, Busch Garden.
Cricket club.
Yeah. And then to take it to even a deeper extent, to my understanding back in the day, it was a custom to eat at the host and exec home. So that right there helps you build that consistent bond with your fellow members, your fellow executives. So move on to area director. You learn a lesson in strategic problem solving and nurturing diverse groups. Division director, you learn how to set a vision and empower leaders to lead. And the trio is where you learn that impactful, high level decision making. So if you consider stepping up as an area director role, go for it. This is the first step, allowing you to mentor other clubs and to break out the circle of what you know to be common, of familiarity, and then you move on to expand your network within the district. District service significantly enhance your leadership communication skills. Travel and connections. Like I said before, every year we have an international convention. That is an opportunity for you to network with the world. It usually takes place every August, somewhere second or third week, and it takes place in different city every year. Next year will be Vancouver. This year was Philadelphia, where I stand to be corrected, but I think over 1,300 Toastmasters were present. We're talking about Japan, China, India, et cetera, and then you have our district conference, which gives you an opportunity to network with our district 47 members from Southeast Florida and the Bahamas. Embrace your leadership potential. As new Toastmasters members, I encourage you to, in the words of Keith Major, to not be insular. Always be open to reach out, always be open to connect, attend the division events, area events, district events, because the skills that you displayed on Thursday is great, it's good, it's fine. But to take it to the next level and to display it to the district or even to the entire world is a huge step that I encourage everyone to take. The true measure of leadership is influence. Toastmasters is a transformative experience guiding you to new heights in communication and self-assurance. When I joined, I had the ceiling above my head to say, you know what, after president, that was it. But thankfully, through mentors and consistent prodding, it took me to the next level, area, division, and district. I close by saying, do not put that ceiling across your head. Toastmasters is an extensive network of opportunities to progress leadership skills and broaden your horizons. Thank you.